The Terminator arrived at the scene with a loud crash, the force of his teleportation sending shockwaves through the air. He scanned the area quickly, taking in the scene before him. The villains had been sent back in time with one mission: to kill the prominent historical figure. They had arrived with a plan and a determination to succeed. But the Terminator had been too quick for them. Despite their best efforts, the Terminator had been able to save the figure and restore the timeline. The villains had failed in their mission, and were forced to return to the future empty-handed. The Terminator then had to face off against the villains in a battle of strength and knowledge. He used all the skills he had acquired over centuries of warfare to outwit them and eventually succeeded in defeating them. With the villains vanquished, the timeline was restored to its original state. The figure was safe, and the Terminator had succeeded in his mission. The figure thanked the Terminator for saving them and expressed their gratitude. Then, with a sense of accomplishment, the Terminator returned to the present day. He saw the three villains, Adolf Hitler, Aleister Crowley, and Osama bin Laden, surrounding the historical figure. He had done his job, and the future was safe. He knew that his mission had been a success, and he could rest easy knowing he had saved the world from the villains sent by Skynet. The Terminator returned to the present day, triumphant and proud. He had managed to defeat three of the most notorious villains in history, and he had done it all by himself. He had used all the knowledge and strength he had gained over centuries of warfare to defeat them, and he had done it with ease. He had saved the historical figure from certain death, and he had restored the timeline to its original state. As he looked back on the mission, he was glad he had done his part to ensure the future of humanity. Now, the Terminator was ready to move on to his next mission. He had completed this one with success, and he was confident he would be able to do the same for the next one. The Terminator knew he had to act fast, so he charged forward and began to battle the villains. He set off, ready to take on whatever challenges may come his way. As he left, he was sure that he had made a difference and that the future was brighter than ever. The fight was intense, with the Terminator utilizing every ounce of strength and knowledge he had gained over centuries of warfare. He was able to hold off the villains long enough to allow the historical figure to escape. He then focused his attention on the villains and was eventually able to defeat them all. The Terminator had succeeded in his mission, and with a satisfied sigh, he returned to the present day. He had saved the figure and restored the timeline to its original state. It was a job well done.